Today we're jumping into The Handmaid's Tale, Season 2, Episode 13. Ooh, I like that. Before we get into this reaction, guys, please go down and click on my new link, my new store. It's in the comment section. Go and check out and see if you guys like any of the new merchandise. I create merchandise weekly, okay? New merchandise comes out weekly on that online website, my Andres Ray collection. Please go over there and see you guys like anything. I also going to be doing a giveaway, but it will be happening in a few weeks. So please check the community tabs. Often come to the channel, check out some reactions. You never know when a link will be dropping. But in the meantime, this shirt is one of the shirts I designed. My Bloop shirt. It is on the website as well. You guys can get a Bloop mug or a bunch of other stuff. Be part of the Bloop Nation, guys. Get some Bloop stuff. Yeah, hope you guys enjoy the designs. Now, before we get into this reaction, there's one more thing I need from y'all. One more thing. Please hit the like button, please share, and don't forget to comment down below. Doing all those things does wonders for this reaction and does wonders for the channel. I'm ready to jump into this. If you want to see this in a full reaction, you guys can. It's on the second and third tier here on this platform, as well as my other platform, Patreon. So guys, for reaction, check out those platforms today. There was a lot of information. I'm so sorry. I normally just give you a little laughs, a little ha ha hee hee, but I just want to give you all this information before we got started, before we get into the nitty gritty. It's about to get real on this reaction. Oh, so without further ado, let's jump into The Handmaid's Tale and find out exactly what The Handmaids has got to give.
This is all she leaves behind. Heretics don't get to rest in peace. They use them as animal feed. Waste not, want not. Wife, handmaid, Martha, mother, daughter, bitch, criminal, sinner, heretic, prisoner.
Do you think she sewed this herself? My mother could sew. Yeah, really sew. She was a child. I didn't have a kind word for her.
God, none of us did.
I treated her like shit.
So did we.
I slept with her husband. I should have tried to help her.
Confession, episode 13. Oh, what you doing, June?
Nicole and I were just talking about lilies. Can I help you with something?
I found this in Eden's things. She wrote notes all over it.
Seems like Eden was hiding a multitude of sins.
What sins was she hiding?
She wasn't strong enough.
She was 15 years old.
She should have been smarter.
She was trying to understand God.
How are you going to keep her safe? What are you going to do? Are you going to lock her up here like an orchid?
And she will obey his word.
She cannot read his word. Get out!
Here comes this thing. So she was writing notes of the Bible, trying to understand it.
Guardian Blaine, sir. I just want to tell you how sorry I am. I wish I could fix what my Eden did.
By his mercy, all will be forgiven.
Bless you. You're so kind to welcome Eden into your godly home.
A grave mistake, as it turns out.
Oh my God.
I am ashamed.
Eden spoke a lot about your farm and how much she missed it.
She was the light of my life.
Excuse me.
You have another daughter. Make certain she learns from her sister's transgressions.
She was home when Eden arrived with that boy. We called the authorities immediately.
You turned her in?
Kind of. Faith is rare indeed.
God bless you, Commander.
Own father turned in his daughter.
What are you going to do when they come for your daughter?
June does not give a fuck anymore. Understand?
Mind your tongue.
There we go. See?
mouth of a woman is a deep pit. He that falls therein will suffer by the misery of all men.
How did you make it to season 6, girl? I don't know how she not dead.
You broke my hand, though. Praise be. Your girlfriend is a badass. It's okay.
Oh, that's his kid. When I get upset, y'all, nobody seems terrified of the consequences. That's what it is. If he gets caught and she gets caught, he's probably get hung.
This is your daddy.
If Nick dies, I'm letting you guys know, I'm not gonna like June. That's beautiful, but I'm scared.
Why do you only see the bad stuff? Am I complaining all the time? No, I'm not.
They drowned her in a swimming pool.
She died for love.
I found a book. It was hidden in her things.
Brave.
My first ceremony tonight at the new house.
May God bless his endeavor and bring forth his miracle. Just imagine your commander falling into a wood chip.
Oh my God!
I keep dreaming about Oliver.
Birthday soon?
Next week.
Well, we should celebrate.
We can bake a cake.
I'm glad I got to come back here. I'm glad I got to see you again, June.
Angela's looking so much brighter. She gained more weight.
Almost 9 ounces. Pray things have settled down at your house.
They are settling.
And we have so much to look forward to with our beautiful girls.
Worry about that.
About what?
Their future.
We want to give our children the best life they can have.
For all the children of Gilead. Boys and girls.
Yes.
Grace has said a word now and then.
Leah has opinions.
I would be interested in hearing them.
I would as well.
Yo, June slapped the shit out of the commander. That was everything.
Cora, can I get some orange juice, please? Cora! Supposed to motivate employees if I can't leverage salaries. Hurts me. Huh? What are you doing?
We have a ceremony tonight.
No. Get up. Come on, get up.
Oh. Interesting.
Forget your lunch today, Waterford?
Gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to speak.
How can we help you?
Covenant allows those in good standing to come forward with amendments to be considered by the council. We would like to propose such an amendment.
That's all the wives.
Our duty to ensure that the children of Gilead live by the laws of Scripture. Our sons and daughters should be taught to read it.
That is a radical proposal, Mrs. Waterford.
And the love that I have for my daughter and for all the daughters in Gilead.
We will certainly discuss the issue seriously.
What's wrong with his mouth? I was like, June slapped the shit out of you.
Serena. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the light shineth in the darkness. Be bold, and mighty forces will come to your aid.
A German heretic.
William Basil King, actually, a Canadian minister.
We appreciate your interest in our work.
So what is it that you're going to do?
Thank you again.
What did the others say?
You're a danger girl.
Warren seemed open to the idea. I did this for Nicole, to set an example for our daughter.
So you have.
Last night was your first ceremony. Commander Lawrence said it went splendidly. Emily. God is truly merciful. He offers redemption even to the most perverse and degenerate among his flock. Like I cut out your tongue.
Commander? Commander!
What?
I thought they were going to kill Serena too, to tell you the truth.
We had a difficult day, but all will be well from here on. I'll get you some tea.
Is that her wedding ring?
What happened?
If you read, they cut off a finger.
I tried.
The commander needs to be killed.
Can you help me here? Where does she keep the tea? God send me an obedient woman.
You let them do that to Serena.
Yo, mama.
We all have our roles to play. Serena needed to be reminded of hers. An obedient handmaid might be able to stay in this house. How does that sound? You could stay here. With your baby. We could try again. For a boy this time.
Excuse me? You couldn't do it for a girl.
Fuck yourself, Fred.
And even be able to arrange more visits with Hannah. As long as you behave properly. Think about it. What are we gonna do with you?
Please go upstairs. You don't need to be a part of this.
I didn't get to say goodbye.
Exciting day. You like music?
Can you turn this off?
So, I'm not a music fan.
Good one, okay?
Whose house is that?
We can get you out. You and the baby, but you have to go right now. Go get your shoes.
Who's we?
Friends. Martha's. Go.
Move on out, move on out.
Past the greenhouse, all the way to the corner of the yard. They will find you. God bless you, sweet girl.
Nick? What's going on?
I don't know, sir.
Offred!
Bastard something. Oh, that's
You stay inside, sir.
My child is missing.
It's too dangerous out there. We'll stay here.
What are you doing?
Serena, listen to me.
Give me my child. Listen to me, okay? I can get her out of here. Not grow up here. No. She cannot grow up in this place. I know that you love her so much. Let me have her. I can say goodbye.
No.
May the Lord bless you and keep you. My sweet girl.
I don't believe Serena. I don't see that happening.
Give me the baby. This way. Through there.
Wait.
Don't worry. It's not far. That way.
There's multiple fires?
Right here.
Thank you. It's okay. Let me be your mirror. Reflect who you are. Rain and the sunset. When you think the night. Let me stand, I'll show. See you. That's your sister. Hannah. Maybe you'll meet her one day.
Godspeed.
What is happening?
I'm getting myself in deep shit.
You're getting out of Gilead.
That's not that far.
Have a nice life!
Okay, come on.
Hurry!
Everybody's like trying to get out of here.
Call her Nicole. Tell her I love her.
Jude!
Now, I want to do a quick disclaimer. There's a few things I have to say. One, I'm extremely hot and I'm drinking really hot coffee, so that has now put me in a bad mood. Two, I do not film this late because I get up so early. I start work at 12 a.m. and the time I get home is past 9 a.m. and I barely slept, so my mood is also fluctuated. 3, I was editing 2 reactions earlier, so I've been literally sitting at this desk for more than 4 hours. 4, my ending of how I feel is going to be very different from any other reaction outro that I have ever said before since I watched this show. So please do not get upset with me. I am just a reactor giving you guys a reaction. Now it's time for the reaction outro! So, let me say, this episode was a 10 out of 10. Obviously, the music is everything. I think the acting is amazing. There's not one person on this show that does not know how to act their ass off. Did I see somewhere that this show got 43 Emmys? I don't know. If it wasn't 43, it was near that number. And if they didn't get 43, they should have gotten 43 or more. I just think the writing is above and beyond. The acting is above. This is like one of the best acting shows, okay? Like Game of Thrones is my all-time favorite show ever. Because it hit all of those points, right? It hit the acting, the music, the drama, this show is like Game of Thrones for me, but more realistic. So it's the reason why I just continue to watch the show over and over. I actually am very confused why I don't really see, I might be wrong, but I don't really see a lot of reactors reacting to the show. I know I YouTubed a few, and I see like some people do it, but it's not like a hit show for reactions as like Game of Thrones or those other thousands of billions of shows that every single person does, right? So I'm always very curious to know why. And I also watch a bunch of shows that like people just aren't, like they're into watching, but they don't ever click in to watch reactors watch it. And maybe this is one of those shows, and it's really weird because I'm like, if it's a really popular show or if it's a really good effing show, then why aren't people like looking it up in reactions? But they'll look up like shows that I find mediocre, but to each his own opinion, obviously. But shows that maybe aren't, like maybe they have to be trending or something. And The Handmaids, I know before I was a reactor, and clearly The Handmaids was on, it just never trended, at least not in my atmosphere. So that's all I had to say. I find it very strange that this show isn't like all over the place because it's phenomenal. Also, it does hit a lot of different things that people don't really want to touch on, which is like women's rights, gay rights, murder, God, religion, politics, some other really big words I was about to say, but I'm too tired to actually even fathom how to say it. So it's very interesting. Let's move right along. I'm extremely happy for Emily, if that's her name, to be out of Gilead. I'm like, yes, girl, like she deserves it. And that guy who's crazy, batshit crazy, I felt like something was up with him because he was like playing. I Actually, I don't know why his music always made me think like, I don't know, like something's wrong. Maybe because what he did by creating the colonies is so effed up that he's now like changing his course or something. But he definitely was behind Emily getting out, so like what's going on? And where's Aunt Lydia? One of the biggest gasps for me and gags and keys of this episode was seeing Aunt Lydia get stabbed, beaten, battered, and brutally destroyed. Is she dead? And if she's not dead, how is she going to get out of this? Like, how is that old man going to get out of this? Because Aunt Lydia knows it's Emily who did it. And she's not dead. I don't think Aunt Lydia is dead because Aunt Lydia is a major character of the show and you didn't see her die. You saw her get injured pretty bad. And so Aunt Lydia is going to probably, oh God, that's going to suck. I really wish he stuck around. I hope he sticks around for upcoming seasons, but I don't see how that's going to happen. But I really do hope he is. Maybe because he's so high that he'll get out of it. I don't know. Let's continue to talk before I get exhausted, which is starting to happen. The commander letting Serena get her effing finger cut off. I was really shocked that happened. Actually, no, I wasn't. I wasn't shocked. I thought I didn't know what was going to happen to Serena, but as soon as she started reading, I was like, damn, something bad's about to happen, especially when it started walking off. So I was shocked. And what's really weird is, like, you can hate Serena, right? But then the good side of her, like something, I don't think she's evil. There's an inner good in her which comes up every once in a while. And this was one of those. She let her daughter go, not her daughter. She let a child get out of that crazy house in that area. She lost her finger because she's standing up for kids. And she's like, I don't know. Like there is a good side of Serena, and it comes out, and we're supposed to feel some type of way. We're supposed to feel empathy. But damn, I don't know, y'all. It's very hard for me to feel any type of remorse for her. I like kind of want another finger of hers cut off, but at the end, seeing her just break down and then letting Nicole / Holly go and June was like a turning arc for Serena, but I can see her going back to being Serena. The commander, it's time for him to die. I don't know who's gonna kill him, but somebody needs to shoot him in his effing face, cut off his face, slice off his skin, shave his receding hairline, just get rid of him. He has no lips. I have more lips than he does. I have more lips than the rest of the world, but just cut off the rest of whatever this is right here underneath his mother effing nose. I am over him. I want him to die. Bye, 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 commander. What's his first name? Whatever his first name is, nobody cares. Nick looked like he was threatening the commander and what is going to happen because Nick put his hands on him, and the commander probably knows that Nick is behind it. The commander obviously knows that Nick is the true father. So does he know? Because he was talking about, like, let's try to have a son this time. I don't know what's going on. But I'm over the commander. And this is where we're going to get a touchy subject, and I would love to hear you guys' opinions. So comment down below. I'm at a point with June, which I think that you guys said in the early season 1. I'm at this point with June is, unless she's coming back in season 3 and she's like guns a-blazing, I don't want to see her. Like, I like her. I understand things that she does, and then the things that she doesn't do, the things that she does that I don't understand, it makes me fucking furious. Because every fucking Martha put their fucking, including Rita, who I fucking love, put their lives on the line again for June. Okay? This man who doesn't even know June put his life on the line. The car guy put his life on the line. Nick stopped the commander from going outside from catching effing June and getting all those people, and he put his life on the line. So if June is not coming back like she's Darth Vader in this motherfucking galaxy, I don't want to see her. I'm so serious, and I have to see her because it's her fucking show. I'm like over it, and I know that people are like probably so sympathetic. They're probably going to be like, oh, well, June and her kid. Like this is the part where, let me let me say disclaimer again. Like, if you really like me and you like Serena, please shut this reaction off. Like, this is the part where you guys can just, you know, thank you guys so much for watching. Please click on to new video. I love you all the way down. There's an online store. Now, I have to go back, like, and that was my disclaimer, because I really don't want people to be upset. And, like, I have such a strong opinions, and I have strong opinions on my channel, and I say it, and sometimes people, like, some people who, like, really, like, are set on one way, I'm open to listen to other people. I just know that it's not going to change my mind. Actually, that's not true. Sometimes a lot of times it changes my mind because I start thinking about it. I'm right in the moment and I'm pissed off. And I don't know if people watched this episode and they were at the end of it, they were like, yes, go ahead, June, go see Hannah, go ahead. If she walks back into that house with her Red Riding Hood hat on and just walks in there, I'm going to be livid. I'm going to be so angry that I probably won't talk in season 3, episode 1. And if any of the people that clicked off of this reaction and the ones that are remaining, let them know in season 3, episode 1, if I'm not talking, that's why. I probably only remember this outro just to keep it real. So if I just don't talk, come back to here and you guys know why I wasn't talking. I just am so furious. Like, I'm so furious. Every single person, like, everything that June does, people just die, like, en masse. Like, if Rita dies, if Nick dies, I'm over. Like, I'm just tired of June. Like, I'm just tired of her. And here's another thing that I get, like, oh my god, and I kind of get angry when I watch the show, is because I have to, like, I think I have to just change my mindset and stop thinking like season 1, because everything about season 1 and now where we are right now is different when it deals with people being afraid. It seems like now we're in this community, we understand what we're supposed to be doing, but we're a little bit more lenient, okay? We can now have a conversations with the handmaids. We can now talk back and hit our commanders. We can tell off the mother. Like we can hold babies and have a whole kiki kaka, and like there's no repercussions, nobody's gonna catch us. That's where I am right now, and I need to be, unless season 3 is gonna be different and we're gonna go back to how season 1 was. Because season 1, everybody was mute like a mouse and everybody was tiptoeing around here like they were a mouse looking for cheese. Apparently I like mice, and that's why I keep doing this metaphor. But in season 1, everybody was terrified. And this season, you know, obviously Aunt Lydia's being stabbed up. So, maybe things are just different. So I'm gonna go into season 3 like how season 2 I should have been, which was not get all like angry. No, I wasn't angry either. It might come off like anger, but I was more like scared. I was scared for the character. I was scared for Nick holding that baby and June being like, go recreate it, and like saying it out loud. Like, I was scared. Another thing that I say before I get off this reaction altogether, somebody commented in the last, I always know when I upset somebody because I can tell. I'm really good at this. It's been 3 years now. I'm not a pro, but I'm pretty damn good at knowing people's reactions. So I feel like we're still in this era, in this world, at this moment, that there's two things. People believe that we all are supposed to think alike, right? And then also another thing is, I remember when I first became a reactor, and I talked back to people in my comment section, like, not like crazy, but like if they said something that I disagreed with, like I said something. And I remember somebody commenting and being like, this is an unwritten rule that content creators are not supposed to talk back to people who comment in the section. Like, you're supposed to agree with them. And I read that and I wrote back and I was like, well, now I'm writing back, so now I guess I broke that that unspoken rule. And 2, that's stupid as fuck. Like, that's so dumb. Like, I don't know, like, maybe other reactors are, like, gonna be, like, quiet and not be themselves because they're trying to appease people, but that's totally not me. That's not me in real life, and that's not gonna be me on YouTube. If I effing have to create content, which I love doing, and I love bringing everybody content, then I'm gonna speak my mind if somebody says something that I kind of disagree with, if I'm not tired. So there's that. But I remember somebody said it. So the reason why I mentioned that is because somebody was like saying that this show is primarily, I don't know if they were saying primarily for women or it's primarily June's story, like June's main story. And I'm like, nah, I think that's what they said. Don't quote me on it. But I was saying, I don't think I strongly disagree. I don't think The Handmaids is June's story, or it just focuses on women only. This show appeases so many different people. If this show was, okay, here's another example. If Marvel, okay, I always go back to comic books, I love comics, but Marvel has pivoted more towards, or I'll say even Disney, has pivoted towards very women-focused characters, women-focused arcs. And I'll say Disney because Disney has done it with their own products or their own content, as well as Lucasfilm, which is underneath Disney, where's Star Wars, and then also Marvel, which is also under Disney. Disney owns everything. So there's a lot of like more women-centric type things. And with that being said, there's also a lot of people that are up in an uproar about it. There's been there's been main characters being changed to women characters that aren't like that in the lore or whatever lore that it's in, either Star Wars or comic books or whatever. And people are like, Marvel has hit, when people go to a lot of the theater, go to the movies, it's the demographic has changed drastically and numbers aren't being hit. In Marvel. Marvel has not been doing well at all. Lucasfilm, Star Wars hasn't done really well at all. And it's great to focus on women. Listen, you know, I was brought up by nothing but women. I love women, like, in a very non-sexual way. Clearly. Can you tell? But if this show was only appeasing to women only, and that was supposed to be like the main or the only fan base, then I bet you it probably wouldn't be so popular. And I'm not saying that in like a bad way. When I said that and it came out once I heard it, it probably doesn't sound well. I'm saying the demographic for this show, I feel like, is broad. It's for a lot of different groups, a lot of different people, and not just women. And when I was saying there's LGBT people who are being killed, there's lesbians and gay men being killed, called gender traitors. They kill them. Not only that, there's a lot of political points in here in this show. And that also hits different people as well. Not only is that, but it also talks about men and women. And right now it seems like in this show, the men, anarchy, is that the word I'm looking for? Like, they're superior in this show. And so there's a battle between that. There's also a battle between different stance, different tiers in society. I look at it as sometimes I look at this show and in my head when I'm watching it, I'm like, oh, rich versus poor. And it's kind of like how, like, mothers versus handmaids, and how you can see the difference in society, how the mothers are compared to, and then the Marthas, and then you have the handmaids, and there's tiers, the wives, there's so many different tiers, and that's like how society is as well. There's so many different things. I can probably keep going on and on, that you can literally look at this and coming from any type of aspect of life and take away from the show what you may take away from it and be like, damn, like, woo, look at this. So, and then also it's not just June's show. June is a main character, but there's also other, and we touched on so many different characters on this, not only just the handmaids, But didn't we go and we got a little bit of glimpse about Aunt Lydia? We got into Serena and her backstory. We saw Luke and his backstory a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, June is a main focal point of this show, but she's not the only person and not the only main focal point. Somebody was like, oh, Luke is just there for him to come back later on or something like that. Yeah, he's a supporting character, but he's also a pretty damn main character in this show. Like, that's his child, that's his wife. He's over there with June's best friends. So yeah, he's a supporting character like so many others, but it's not like, he's not like not important. And I don't know, it just, I don't know. But thanks for commenting. But anyways, I would give this episode once again a 10 out of 10. I thought it was amazing. It was phenomenal. But I'm just really upset with June. And I bet you when I'm editing this, my anger will probably go down and I'll be completely over it. And then I'll be ready for season 3, which you guys know I'm probably going to watch like tomorrow. So thank you guys for being here. Comment down below, like the video, share the video, and I'll see you guys next time with more The Handmaid's Tale.